Can you jump on this? Someone called in sick today who was actually supposed to film a video with us is Harmon. She's actually really good. I gotta find a replacement now. This is Kevin, service manager. Kevin, can I steal Rahan for a video?
What if I say no?
It's cute that he thinks he has a choice. It's really funny. So I know it was phrased like a question, but it was more of a statement.
Oh, of course. Anytime you can steal a technician out of a busy workshop.
Perfect. Okay, let's go. So we had someone call in sick today. It was Carmen. She was supposed to film a video on the Tiguan, and we need someone qualified to do a walk around on the video.
I don't qualified enough. I don't know.
Well, you are a Red Seal technician, so
let's give it a shot.
I mean, the government says you are.
Yeah.
I asked Kevin. He said absolutely. Like Rahan, like he could for sure go. He was very enthusiastic about it.
Kevin.
So, like, you cool if we steal you for a little bit to tell us a little bit about the Tiguan?
Sounds good.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
So it's Jeffrey with Abbotsford Volkswagen. So we have a little bit of a surprise today. I don't know if we're going to go to the clips of when Des followed me into the shop, find someone to help out and film a Tiguan video for us, because Harmon, who is supposed to be filming today, fortunately is sick. So we had to find a replacement. I thought, who better than Rahan, who actually knows way more anyway. He's a Red Seal technician. He's been with us for over 8 years, knows these cars in and out. But today, we're going to put that to the test, figure out if that's really true.
Oh,
so,
wow. Okay.
Rahan,
Hey.
tell us about the Tiguan.
So, you know, there's a camera up there. That controls your ACC, active cruise control.
There you go. See, he's a technician, so he talks in technical terms, so we have to make sure that we get you the proper terminology.
Safety feature.
What does the active cruise control do?
Active cruise control, so when you're driving on the highway and you can turn your cruise control on, you got cars in front of you, it keeps a distance between those cars, and you know, that's all I know.
Okay, and does it use just the camera for doing that?
It has sensors. It uses the sensors and then the camera. Behind this, there's a sensor.
Okay.
And then the parking sensors.
The park sensors as well. The LED headlamps there, are these ones the ones that turn with you as well?
These ones are not.
Okay.
These ones are not. That one is on the higher trim level.
Okay.
But these are still bright enough. Still pretty good. You still see at night.
What does this little sensor up here do?
That is for the automatic wiper feature. So you know, when it's raining outside, it starts raining, you can't find the button to turn the wipers on. You know, automatically starts turning on, cleans your windshield.
We're gonna try to use his specialties here. We're gonna pop the hood and we're gonna talk a little bit about the engine, and we're gonna see if he's a little bit more smooth and polished there.
This one has a good old 2-liter engine, 2-liter turbo.
Okay.
That's a turbocharger in it. So here is where you fill your blinker fluid. Windshield washer, that's your coolant. That is your engine oil.
Okay.
That's how you check your engine oil.
How do you do it? Like when you're checking your oil, what should you be doing?
First you run the car, you know, you actually put oil in it and you look at it and you look to see if the oil is up to level.
Perfect, that's awesome.
I mean,
and how often should you be changing your oil in
these cars recommended at every 15,000 kilometers.
Amazing.
So, pretty decent. You don't have to do oil change really early, you know, you can do it nice late after 15,000. This is your air box, this is where your air filter is. This is your battery, you know, this is what runs the car. Without this, the car won't run. So.
Great. And what's that smaller one right back there?
That there is your brake fluid. That's what you use to stop your car.
And I notice it has like all of this cushioning in here. What's that meant to do?
That's more for fireproof. So if anything happens, you know, this is protection. You know,
Okay.
just catch on fire the car.
What's all of this reinforcement here? Like I notice there's like all of these rivets. Like is this for like any particular design reason or anything like that?
It's a structure built for the car, you know. Structure makes the car really strong, you know, just in case of an accident or something. There's lots of strong metals around the car.
I'm gonna like put the sales part on this, is that this is for the structural rigidity of the car. So even when you're cornering, going around turns, that the body's staying super tight, you're not getting any flexing or warping on the car. In fact, on here, you could actually even stand on the door. The hinges are so strong on there that nothing will happen to the body, even jumping up and down on them, which I might make him do it here in a second.
I don't weigh that much, maybe you might have to, you know.
Well, are you saying I weigh more than you?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's wow, that's an assumption there. Let's go around to the side here. So what can you tell us about the brakes on here?
It has brake pads and rotors.
The salespeople are going to give him such a hard time about this. Okay, let's do this. So these are front disc brakes on here. The disc brakes is what allows you to stop really fast. And since it's a Volkswagen, they're made extremely well. So this car can stop on a dime. Can you jump on this?
All right.
And nothing. That's what makes it awesome. These cars are built for the German Autobahn. If you go back to Shireen's video, she talks all about the German Autobahn because she's from there. I think there's maybe some mentions of the Nürburgring or something in there. Okay, here we are at the back of the car. We're gonna get Rahan to tell us a little bit about the back. In here, this is the 5-seat version of the Tiguan. It does come in a 7-seat as well. Rahan, underneath here, oftentimes people have some questions about what all the stuff is. What can you tell us what this is?
Spare tire. And all your tools are here. Your jack to lift the car up, wheel lock key to remove your wheels if they're locked. This tool right here. If you don't know what this is, I'll show you. So this tool right here, if you don't know what these are little caps here. A lot of people don't really realize. You just use that to pop the caps out. There you go. That wheel lock I was talking about, that's the wheel lock right there. If you're stuck on the side of the road and you need to remove your tire or something for some reason, all the tools are necessary back there. All right. This one right here.
What does that do?
This is a wrench to actually open your lug nuts.
Okay, so perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna add on a couple things back here just because they're kind of cool. You do have these releases right here. You just pull it just like this, releases it down, and then you have your 60/40 fold down seats. Tons of space. Go to the hardware store, whatever you need to do, load it all up. Ski hill, I don't know, whatever you're into.
Yeah.
So, and then for closing this, all we need to do is press the button, and we're on to the next thing. Got a question for you. What type of gas does the Tiguan need?
Surprisingly, you can actually put regular gas in it.
Why is that surprising?
Because mostly, you know, German cars, you gotta put the premium gas in it, minimum, you know? It costs a lot more money. We got the Tiguan, you can put regular gas in it, save some money.
So just like most of the newer Volkswagens now, it's 87 octane, saving you some money when you go to the fuel pump. Super nice. Again, closing this off, you just close it up just like that, flip it open, press it open. Super easy. As long as the car is unlocked. When it's locked, can't get into there either. But Rahan, let's go into the car. Let's talk a little bit about the features. But I have bad news. You got to sit in the passenger seat. I can't handle it sitting in the passenger seat.
All right.
Rohan, what does this little switch down here do?
That one controls what kind of road you're driving on, kind of like you
like the drive modes?
Drive modes you can drive on, like when you turn it here, you got the snow mode.
Okay.
Got here, that's just like your normal on the road. And then here, more off-roading if you like to go, you know, somewhere in the mountain or something. And then that one's custom.
Cool, that's awesome. So
adjust.
That seems really simple. So you just have to turn that dial, and you could, looks like you can press it as well to kind of go in between them.
Yeah, you can.
And looks like we have a push button start under here. Like, how do you do it if the battery's dead? How do you start the car?
If the battery's dead, let's say your key fob battery dies and you can't start the car up and it's not doing anything, you hold it right here. See this little pad right here? You hold the key up to it and you can start it up without the key.
So right here. So that's where you hold the key right up to it, and then you press the start button if your key fob battery has died.
Yes.
And the climate control functions up here, I can see that we do have these slider bars for changing the temperature. And it is a dual zone. I'm not going to make you go through all the specific things on here. We do have some USB-C chargers down here as well as wireless charging. This is your full function display up here, which has a wireless Apple CarPlay as well as Android Auto. You have ambient lighting settings in there, as well as all of your regular radio, media, all your car functions, as well as control for your sound system, which there is an available Harman Kardon sound system in here as well. In the mirrors, you do have the blind spot monitoring, which is these black little squares here, which are going to light up orange in there. But Rahan, I have a question for you. You see these cars all the time. What are some things that you know about the cars that you feel that people, don't always know, or like maybe some hidden secrets that you want to tell everyone about? Going
into the car menu, and then going into the settings here, you can kind of play around with the car. You can turn off the traction ECS system, that's your traction control. If you're stuck somewhere and your wheels are just spinning, you can turn that off.
Okay.
Reset your tires. So if you got a tire light on, tire pressures, you reset your light.
So you can reset the tire pressure right from this menu here. So you don't actually even need to visit the workshop to do that. That's really cool.
Yeah, and then you can change the way your windows open with your keys. You can change the way your doors open.
So you mean that you could actually open the windows with a key fob? Is that what you mean?
I'm pretty sure, because like all the older cars, you had to code them.
You hold down the unlock button.
Yeah, and then it rolls down the windows. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. Yeah. And then central locking, unlock the doors. You can unlock just a single door, or you can unlock just one side or all the doors at once.
That's actually a great security feature. Yeah. That you can do just the one door or all of them, depending if it's just you or if you have kids, things like that. What about on the steering wheel here? We have all these buttons up here. What about in the instrument cluster? Are the things in there that you feel like people should know about that they usually don't?
Turning on features like your assistant systems, like your ACC, your lane departure, things like that. You can turn this all on through the steering wheel.
Okay.
So like right here is a button for your cruise control.
That's really cool.
Turn it on and off, and you can adjust things. Here you can talk to the car.
Okay.
And if you want.
Oh, so it has voice control.
It has voice control.
So you can talk to your car.
Yes, you can.
So even when you're lonely, do you do that in the shop sometimes?
Sometimes, get a little bored. Sometimes, a little lonely. So I thought I'd nice a female too. So.
Okay.
So this here is control your lights. Your sunroof opens from here. There's your shade. Here, if you need any help, call. That's your mechanic. I think that's what we'll call your dealership, and then this is SOS. If you need help.
Nice.
You're stuck on the side of the road somewhere.
That's awesome.
Those are your hazards.
Oh yes, those are very important.
Yeah, that's your glove box. Yeah.
I'm just going to point out a couple of design features here. Here you do have the full leather seats on here with contrast stitching, as well. You have the metallic optic trims in here. This is the black interior. There are other interiors available as well. This has the gray headliner, which is nice, keeps everything nice and bright within the vehicle. Rahan, you know, I probably haven't made fun of you quite as much as I did with the salespeople in the other videos. You've done a great job. Anything else that you want to tell us about the car before we wrap it up for today?
No, I feel like out of all the SUVs on the market, I'd get a Tiguan.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Now, could you say it with like a little bit more enthusiasm?
Volkswagen Tiguan.
Rahan, thanks so much. You did an awesome job. You did it on the spot, no prompting, no scripts.
No scripts, yeah.
And we're gonna put you up against the salespeople online here, and we're gonna see which videos people like more, and we're gonna see who gets more clicks, more likes,
that's right,
and more shares. So
next time it's gonna be Kevin.
Perfect.
All right.